Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial. I will show you how to work with elevations and detail sections. I have these two uh, pieces placed on onto the sheet. What we aim to obtain, I will show you immediately in around 5 seconds. We have let's say something that is already edited and placed onto a sheet. Let me let me check. I have, so this is the final, let's say, product. So it looks like this, if you see. So I have all sorts of annotations. I have text. It's in Romanian, but I'll try to translate to English. I have a louver system for the facade. I have, let's say, the flooring. I have the false ceiling. Um, I have what I have, let's say, the ground area. So I have some stone, some sand, some sort of gravel, and different layers that are required for, let's say, the the basement or whatever. I have the curtain panel system. It's of course filled regions. So I have also placed this text. I have, what else do we have? So we have this green roof, all sorts of details. I have this console with this corrugated steel panel. If you can see, I have a bunch of details and I'll teach you how to draw them. These are in 2D. If you want to do in 3D, it will take much longer. So disclaimer, any architectural detail that is this level of details lasts for a long time. So it is around, let's say, 1 day or two. You work continuously several hours, let's say 7 or 8 hours. Of course, you can do it faster, but if you move fast enough, let's say you will finish this in a day. If you copy some other elements, that might help you as well. So in this regard, we're going to do the following way. So I have so far, I want to do this structure. So I have some stone slabs, let's say. I have some, let's say some sand, a layer of some 30 millimeters. I have some sort of gravel. I have a geotextile layer. I have some rigid insulation. I have, uh, yes, waterproof membrane. I have some sort of, this is some sort of concrete, yeah, not concrete, it's screed. It's actually screed, but is has a 2% slope. I also have, let's say, slab, concrete slab, which is 20 centimeters, let's say. And I have also into the interior, I have some sort of insulation. So for each type of detail, I'll show you how to do this. One minor aspect a bit I missed, that some areas need to be expanded and you need to do your window. So I'll teach you how to use this kind. So this is made of filled regions. It is easier to annotate, for me at least. It's a bit faster. You can also do it with, let's say, you have you have a slab basically, and this has layers, and maybe you can put a slope. But if you're short on time, this might be the right approach, as because you basically do it, you do it one time. You do it when you have the final version of the project. So in this case, I will proceed with this part. So for this tutorial, I will do this, let's say, part. If we have a little bit more time, we will go to some other parts. But I think each part will be discussed separately. So this will be one part, this ground level. Uh, this panel system will be another part. This green roof will be another part, and this corrugated steel, let's say, um, uh, detail and structure will be discussed separately. This is another aspect to discuss. So there are some critical sections. This louver system, of course, will be discussed separately. So I have this sort of blades that some sort of vertical louvers, and I have some sort of structural system. So yeah, we will start to work on these. So these are some texts, these are some detail lines. So actually it isn't that hard to annotate. So without further ado, we will start with the details. So I already have my detail done from the tutorial if you've seen the previous version. So my aim for here would be to do some sort of so I already have the slab, but I will come with some details above it, and you won't see this slab. Now I have this curtain panel. Of course, I have some really thick mullions, and maybe I will make my, let's say, wall somewhat disappear. I think I'll make it look fine, let's say, and let me make it, let's say, shaded for us to see better, but we'll change as we progress. Okay, so let's go to annotate. Annotate, we have all these things. We have detail line, which is basically it is a line. It isn't seen in 3D, it's just a 2D line. Of course, I can give some line styles if I want, hidden, or this is useful for showing something that is of an overhang, for example. So yeah, I have all sorts of line styles. I won't bother with it too much. Uh, what do I have? I have a region. This is a region. Basically, it's a fill like in Photoshop, and this either has a color or either has a, let's say, uh, it either has some sort of pattern. If I go right here, I might have, let's see, vertical lines. So yeah, I have here uh, a pattern. So we're going to play with these settings. We also have detail component. This is basically an object that is made in 2D and displays is something repeatable like a family, like a group. And this is of course editable. So if I double click my family, I have a random family. This is the thing that it is annotated. So I have a detail line, I have a fill, and then this can be loaded into a project and closed, whatever. We have some details. The disadvantage for this is if you do custom details like I do. For example, maybe I don't, this profile may be custom, and it is custom indeed, and it and I can't repeat the system too much, so let I had to do it separately, and I prefer to use a group within the detail, and that helped me do my job. So I explain you this detail component. I think there are like some universal beam sections. What else we have? Acoustic ceiling. Let's see what we have. Bricks. We have some brick section. That might be useful. Okay. Shaft opening. Okay. That is quite useful. We have a plan and you annotate it. Yeah, actually this is quite useful. Can I rotate it? Yes, I can actually rotate. Okay, this is very useful. This is when you do some form work and you need to show some sort of something that is cut. We will not use it in this detail specifically, but it is useful indeed. Okay, what else do we have? So I told you I have detail component, repeating detail component. I guess there is some sort of array. Yes, it is a brick that repeats itself. So I think this is good when you have some, I think this is a line-based family. So as this is a line-based family, I can orient it as I want it. And basically it creates some sort of array. So I guess if I go into the family, let me check if I can go into the family. Unfortunately not, but I think this is a family, and basically when I go into the family, it basically arrays everything that I have here. We'll see if we do a custom uh, family. What do we have? We have revision cloud. I think this marks, let's say, I put in a plan, or I don't know, let's move it here. I click this, And this marks, okay, hey, Mr. John, we have to check this kind of architectural detail. No, this beam is poorly done. Okay, you need to redo everything. And that's a useful tip. Detail group. Let's see what detail group do we have. Oh, I actually created a detail group. This will prove useful. This is basically a Mullion. And I think the best place, let's see where it would be. Somewhere around here, let's say. The thing is, so this mullion is basically, I have two rods that are attached, let's say, to the concrete, and the glass pane will be also connected to this insulation part. This square texture is for the insulation part, and this is where I hold my mullion. Actually, this will be a thing that I will use, so I guess I will keep it. So it will be something like this, and the objective, so basically I will do something like this, I guess. I think it should be, this dimension should be modified. Maybe change like this, so it is like any group. This is changeable, and yeah, now I have a group, and I can move my curtain wall, and I have my glass pane connected to this insulating part. This wall is directed downwards, and I think more to the right, and this should do my, let's say, my Mullion stuff. So this detail group is kind of useful. I think, let me check if it is a family on itself. I don't think so. It's just something that is grouped out of field regions and can be reused in the project, which is as well useful. Okay, and the most important part, the insulation. When you do the insulation, you have basically a line-based family. The width can be adjusted here, 0.15. Okay, this is my insulation, and this can be made, so this is 15 centimeters, but I can make it at 25 if I want. So basically, this is everything about all regions, detail groups, insulation, whatever. What else do I have? I have text. So here I have insulation. It is kind of small. So this is the text. The text can be modified. Here, text. So this would be the basic tools. What else do we have? We have find replace. We can, let's see if I tag by category or merge leaders. Actually haven't quite worked with that. It was some sort of keynote, element keynote. Let's see. Usually it is related to property data. I haven't quite used it because not everything that I wanted to annotate was how I kind of wanted. Let's see, material tag. This works better. You could do like this as well. And when you work with the, let's say, or the wall or whatever, and I edit type, I go to structure, edit, and this material should be renamed. Let's say duplicate material and assets, and I will rename it beton. So this is in Romanian, the term. Let's see if it edits my custom material. Material tag. Okay, it's not really like that, but you got the idea that you can also annotate by the material. Other symbols I haven't quite used. Symbol. Let's see. Center line. I haven't quite used. Scale. Oh, this is useful. A scale label. Label annotation. No. let's check some other welds in the spacer. I haven't actually quite used this, so I'll show you whatever area reinforcement, fabric reinforcement, path reinforcement. This is for structural engineering, rebar bending detail. No, this I think this is more for structural plans and whatever. No, so we're going to work with these. Other useful things are these spot elevation things. So I can draw this and tell, okay, this is at 8 meters height. Spot coordinate. This, I think this I may use it on floor plan, I guess. And this spot elevation, I think, can be used for or also for a plan. This has no slope. Let's see if there is something else that has a slope. I have actually a detail, but that has a slope. For the moment, there isn't any slope in here that I see. I leave it as this. And the rest of these are dimensions. Of course, we will use some line dimensions between, let's say, the beam and, let's say, the floor. Not this floor, but the real floor. So I have like 10 centimeters here or something like this. Yeah, 13 centimeters. So I have some distances annotated and we will cover that as well. So to synthesize, these are all the tools for detailing, and we will move on to effectively modeling the details. So I showed you whatever you can do. Component. Yeah, this no, it's not necessarily for the moment. Okay, so that's about the main tools we're going to use. That's what you do with them. Another thing to mention, so if I want to work with a region, so let's say we finally get started with the, let's say, insulation part. Let's do the insulation part. This is the easiest part. Okay. This insulation part we'll have a pattern. This pattern, let's see what we have. Ortho cross hatch. This is a pattern. So I have this square, but it doesn't necessarily have to be squared. So I can go to edit type, foreground fill pattern, and I have a bunch of patterns. I can set diagonal crosshatch. Let's see if I have some sort of hexagons. I don't see any hexagons, so I can set it like this, some crosshatch, but I don't like it. So I will go and research some, let's say, I will research some details here. Okay, so uh, let's check what we want to see. We have PAT files, Revit. Okay, sorry, we need to activate the internet. Okay, so in this regard, we have RVT files, PAT files, and let's say Revit City, or we have Revit files. I like this cathatch.com. Oh, so I think I use that cathatch.com. Yeah, that's my favorite one, let's say. You can also find here some patterns. This is the most efficient way to work. So I will take some gravel hatch patterns. I saw that in my detail I don't have any sort of gravel hatch pattern, so I will download this one. We'll download as zip this one, this one, this one. Let's download all of these. Okay, let's go back. I want some, let me check. Wood. Let's find some wood because we have some parquet floor. Okay, so let's download some fibers, okay. Let's see for this would be for wooden sections. So you have a bunch of options here, and I really like this site. Okay, let's also use some stonework. We have some stone slabs. This would be for some sort of gravel. This is a texture. It's not quite what I intended. Okay, let's see. Rig hatch patterns. Okay, maybe this. I will not use all. I just show what you can get. Let's see. We have a roof tile vegetation hatch patterns. Let's see. Maybe if you want to do some scenery, maybe you might use this kind of stuff. Let's download this, but okay. So I think this gravel stuff will be the most used. And I guess let's go and check uh, our gravel stuff. So the first, let's say 5 or 6 zips would be uh, the ones that we're going to use. So let's check. I think this one, let's extract this. Extract files. Okay. Extract files. Okay, what else do we have? Extract, extract to, extract to, okay, extract to, and let's check the zip files. We would have to bring into Revit this kind of pattern. So I have file, oh, no, I go into this field region and I go to edit type, foreground field pattern. I go to the texture, I have some 3 dots here. Then I have these patterns and I click on new field pattern. I have, let's say, gravel pattern, basic or custom. I click custom, custom settings, search, browse. We have browse, downloads, browse. Let's check the folders. Let's bring this if it's good. Oh, it's wood actually. Okay, let's set the scale 0.1. I think this 001. Okay, now it is good. Name, yeah, it will be renamed. And this is a wood pattern actually. New, custom, browse. Let's check other stuff. Okay, let's make it 0.01. This is some sort of gravel. Good, that's great. Okay, new. Let's bring another custom one, browse. Come back to the folders. Let's pick something else. Let's see. What is this? I think here again, this is something small, 0.5. Reasonable. I actually haven't picked any kind of insulation hexagon. Yeah, that's my fault. I haven't picked any insulation hexagon. I showed you only how to import some patterns. Let's see if we have insulation here. Gravel, roof tile, vegetation. No. Let's see if you have these RVT files or I want insulation. Let's see if we have here some sort of insulation. I'm trying to find some sort of pattern. Let's say it would be something like this, and I have this path file. Let's import this here. I have these 3 dots, drafting model. I think drafting would be for the field region model for the whatever layer I have in the model. Okay, new, custom, browse. We have in downloads, we have this path file. Let's open it. I have this is actually a tile, but yeah, I'll keep it as is. I don't bother it anymore. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it's not a perfect hexagon, but it looks kind of compressed on the horizontal axis, but it's, let's say, it's doable. I think I should make my hexagons a bit larger, so I add it with this pencil edit, and let's make it 2. Okay, yeah, this looks better. So this would be for insulation, let's say. So that's how you import and change the detail line. So thank you for joining in. This will be a long series and we have barely started. So the actual detail will be done in the next tutorial. So we will use whatever I explained here in this tutorial, and we will do this let's say ground level detail. So we have this is basically composed of this kind of, I can actually copy it, but in the next tutorial I will let's say redraw it or leave it as is, doesn't matter. uh, so basically this is it. So everything is region. So this is, you have a contour and you just do it. Okay, so thank you for joining in, and in the next tutorial we'll do this part. We'll finish this part. We'll check how it goes. Thank you for joining and see you in the next one.